Yes.
Are we on?
We're on. We're live right
We
now.
did it!
Hi, everyone.
Oh my god,
Awesome.
this is such a surprise. I mean, we've literally never done this before.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was a great
Yeah,
stream.
wow.
Bye,
Yeah.
everybody. I don't know.
Okay, bye. Bye, everyone.
Hey, thank you for tuning in.
The shortest
Wait, I think we may have gotten this backwards.
Did we? No,
Do we need to do the entire session backwards now?
Yes.
Because I can barely do the alphabet backwards, so a whole D&D campaign will probably be easier.
It's fine.
Hello, friends, adventurers, heroes. Welcome back to the wonderful world of GenderQuest. I am your wonderful dungeon master, Keen, he, she, they. And after we are done with our reintroductions, I'll get a little bit of news. Cole?
Sorry, I was eating. That was a bad decision on my part. Hi, I'm Cole, Nonstop Cole Pop on TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, fun places like that. My pronouns are she, they, and I am heckin' gay.
Hey, I'm Alice Orhaya, Butterfly Astrophysics on TikTok and Twitch, if I ever post again. And it's hard to come by these days. My hair's new, and I'm also here.
Hello, I am Ben. I'm taking a little hiatus from social media, and I have to say I am the least talented juggler amongst this lot.
If you want me to teach you, I will.
Oh, and I use they, them pronouns.
Hi, my name is Ian. I use she, they pronouns. Wow, it's Ian on TikTok and Twitch and all the other places, and also Wow, it's Potato on TikTok. And I'm really cold, so I'm in a blankie.
Pobrecita.
Very
This is going to be the cozy episode because I am in my fluffy dressing gown as well.
Wait, I can pull up my blanket.
Get yourselves cozy because today is going to be fun and warm for all.
Is it
of us.
gonna?
I'm already cozy. I've got my thumb hook.
Oh, you're a skater girl.
I am a skater girl.
She was a skater girl.
I might
Looking back
say
on
see you
this
later,
song,
girl.
I feel like
A later girl?
I feel
Wow.
like the song "Skater Boy" is 100% an artwork for coming out, right?
That's how I experienced that's a lie. No girl in me. Well, no, that's
But,
moving on. We're gonna move on. Okay, bye.
But yes, like I said, we have some news. We got some good news, some bad news, and then a little bit of personal news from me. The good news is, as you can see on screen at the moment, we got character art, bitches.
Ah!
This is some fucking thick ass character art here, done by the incomparable artist Bobby Pins. Like, I think you can see on screen now. I mean, there's a bit of a delay, but I'm right now looking at Rhapsody. We got it done for Hana Lacio, we got it done for Carolyn, we got it done for Telma. It's fucking sick. It's so fucking cool, and I love it. And yeah, Bobby Pins on Instagram, BOBBIEPINS. They are a fucking incredible artist. 100% support the fuck out of them because look at this fucking incredible art that's down below me. So yeah,
Great.
thank you, Bobby Pins. Let's give a square of applause. So that's the good. The bad is, as you can see, we are short another person. Unfortunately, Sally has had to drop out due to scheduling conflicts, which is a real fucking shame. But this is a game, and life comes before games. So 100% fucking fair. Best of luck to Sally with all the stuff. And I 100% hope that we can play with her again at some point later. And now the personal news. I'm fucking exhausted right now because I made the mistake of watching all of Game Theory's videos on Five Nights at Freddy's, and now I'm afraid to be asleep in my flat.
I'm afraid to be asleep in your flat too, but that's because I have anxiety.
No.
That's fair. Yeah, I'm now currently terrified of being eaten by a plushy robot. Um,
That is a
demons of my own
well-founded
making.
fear.
Yeah,
That is a
it's
right?
common,
well-founded
yeah.
fear.
Yeah.
It's
Never get a
entirely rational.
squishmallow.
One
I
of
mean,
my sloths
like,
is
what
looking
are the
at me.
odds that they leave Chuck E. Cheese? You know,
Never zero.
Low but never zero.
We don't even have Chuck E. Cheeses in this country, which I
You
think
have no
is.
Charles Entertainment cheeses.
We do not have any Charles
Charles
Entertainment cheeses.
Charles
Entertainment
can swim.
Cheese.
I shouldn't
Which
have
is
said
weird
that.
because British childhood is designed around traumatizing children, so you'd think that Chuck E. Cheese would be perfect for us. Instead, we're stuck with the Teletubbies.
Ah, dang.
That the Teletubbies, the scariest thing in the world is that weird, like the Teletubbies, the weird thing that's like their vacuum cleaner, but it's not. They have like a weird name for it. It's very scary, and I have vivid
I'm with-
memories of it haunting me as a
Yeah.
child.
No, you're correct.
Yeah, the British kids' TV is terrifying. Now let's get to something a little less terrifying. What the fuck has Ian concocted for this week's intro?
I guess we'll find out.
A thrilling episode of GenderQuest! Today's recap will be brought to you in the form of a musical interlude about what happened to our heroes the last time we checked on them. The party had escaped the pursuers of Mirdax, but they left their friend Fuck to die with the men of Tax. At least that's how it seemed when last we left. Mirdax's friend told her mom was gonna die, but Mirdax seemed like she didn't really wanna cry. At least that's how it seemed when last we left. The party got a new member named Hanalaciel, and the rest of the squad doesn't quite know how to feel. At least that's how things were when last we checked. Mirdax said she'd rather be the queen of squirrels than deal with her problems in the real world, and that might not be the healthiest way to cope in retrospect. Well, that about brings us right back up to now. I hope that you enjoyed the show anyhow. You did, at least last time we checked. I mean, who knows? We don't like do audience polls or anything. Maybe you hate it. I don't know. I hope you enjoy it. I don't have a way to finish this song off. Please enjoy GenderQuest. My computer. Oh! There. What? Come. My keyboard doesn't want to do a key slide. It's gotta be very slow. GenderQuest. There we go.
Ian.
Ian, you broke Kaya.
You gonna pay for that, Ian?
I don't think you understand how much free time I have on my hands.
Amazing. Just
You
amazing.
just set the bar
Unbelievable.
so high for intros. What the fuck?
Seriously, all of us. If we ever do an intro, we're just like, oh hey, look what I did.
Bobby's in the chat. The artist who did our
Bobby!
Hey, Bobby!
we love your art. We love your art
Your
so
art's
much.
so
Bobby,
good.
Bobby.
Thebomb.com https://thebomb.com.
But is it web 3.0
Oh god,
or is it
no.
web 2.0?
Please set anything with a
There's
3 on
there's a
fire.
2 and 3 those are like web 0.5.
Oh, please, I'm not trans enough for these coding jokes. I'm gonna gatekeep
Yes,
my
web-
fucking self here.
Web 3.0 is in fact a joke.
Woo!
I'm on whatever version of the internet they ship with the I have words.
You good?
Mood. That is a mood.
It's one of them games.
Boy. Oh,
We're gonna have
boy.
whole ass home game vibes
Session
today, and I love it.
11, Ian. Yeah. I wrote it in the notes.
Rip Ian.
Great.
Y'all are keeping notes?
What?
Still keeping notes.
They're very vague.
I thought
I
that's why we were
hardly
recorded,
notes,
so
sir.
I didn't have to take notes.
Oh,
Are they incorrect notes? Because that seems on brand for Carolyn.
okay. Honestly, they're not thorough. They're not great notes. Look, Carolyn's great. Carolyn's awesome. I don't know why you all are me. No, that's fair. Never mind.
What
She's
is
throwing a
today?
knife at me. Twice.
I think
It was
today is
different people.
Anyway, D&D.
D&D.
Yes, damned. And also Dragon.
D&D.
Dungeons and Dragons? Wow.
Both of them at the same time. So, we come back to the tiny hut. Y'all set up a tiny hut, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, y'all set up a tiny hut. But it is missing 2 people. As y'all wake up, you find that Mirdax and her valet have disappeared. There is a note on where her bedroll was, which just says, "This is something that I have to face alone." And she seems to have disappeared into the night.
Should we
I open
open
the
the
floor.
And so dwindle the princesses.
Well, I guess this just leaves you then, I guess.
You're not
I'm-
secretly a princess holding out on me, are you?
Not that I know of. Am I?
On Lanciel?
Is Carolyn a princess?
Not that you're aware of.
Cool. I just want to verify.
No, I had a common birth. Not that there's anything wrong with that. But no royalty in me for a while now.
There's a good story to be heard there, I'm sure. And Rhapsody, I've checked before, but you're not a princess, are you?
Only if you count bandit princesses, and I, for one, do not.
I would follow your lead on that. I'm no expert there. Then it is just me.
Well, lead us away, princess.
Yeah.
Where to? Without Mirdax, I don't know the way to help her, and without a heading, I don't know proceed from here.
Well, if we want to get back on track with the Magisters, it might be advantageous to try and track them down in some way, or keep tabs on them. I don't know if you have any business elsewhere for the time being, but as we're down a keep and...
Oh my god. Are y'all actually going along with the plot?
I don't know.
We're going to
Holy
try
well,
if you don't
we're
derail
down-
us again.
Well, we're
God,
down
Keen.
It's not my fucking fault y'all got those drawers with the cards.
Well, I mean, we're down a keep now. We're down a Thork. We're down a Mirdax, and I don't know what else
And
to
down
do.
an Eggsy.
Down an Eggsy.
And we've lost Eggsy. Are the Inquisitorius going to be after us? Do we still have to keep a low profile?
I suppose we should for the time being anyway. That'd be the smartest move. Or we don't. I think it's fine. They would
Who wants
I,
hunt us
to
for
down,
roll
one,
most
would
likely.
prefer not making a commotion.
Anyone who wants to, and anyone who feels like it's in their character to be good at this, can roll me a tactics check, which would be wisdom plus proficiency.
Natural
No.
20
Natural 20 on Harlacio.
Wow. That's
for a
savage.
26.
10,
9.
7, and a nat 20. A 9, I can't count. I'm too gay for that. 9, 7, nat 20. Did you roll, Cole?
You said good at this. Like,
That's fair.
okay, come on. I know Carolyn's limits.
Yeah. So with a fucking nat 20, from what you've heard about this altercation, the Inquisitors don't get beaten. It's never happened before. They always get their target. They always win. So there's not really a plan in place for when they don't. They lost a lot of people, and they also failed their mission. So what you are relatively sure is happening with the Inquisitors right now is they're not gone for good. They will be back 100%, but it's going to be quite a while because they have been absolutely rattled. Like, this is like America losing in Vietnam levels of what the fuckery. Makes perfect sense if you read into it, but on a surface level, how the hell did that happen resource-wise?
Yeah.
I think Mirdax did give me my talisman back, correct? Because I believe she was still wearing it. Or did she just
Yes.
like,
Yes,
okay,
you did get
cool.
that back.
I can summon it back, but also, whew, that would have been awkward.
Well, there's a nearby town. I suppose if we're not hiding in the woods on our way west, then it could do to stop and gather information and perhaps bulk up on supplies. We don't have a keep anymore. We don't have a place to sleep. And as lovely as this hut was, this was performed by the Shield Weaver, and I have no way of protecting us for an evening. I don't know about the rest of you.
I'm sorry, that keep was yours?
Well, it was thought, and technically speaking, with her death, it passed on to me. But
Well, not
that's a
the.
lot of politics and paperwork that, quite frankly, I don't want to deal with right now. I'm still trying to keep a bit of a low profile in the bureaucratic corners of the world, so perhaps when things are sorted, I'll lay my claim, as it were. Not in the near future.
That's fair. Cannot recommend staying out of bureaucracy too highly.
It's all I've known, I'm sorry to say.
So to the town?
I believe to the town.
Are we signing
town.
our own death warrant? Possibly. Are we going to do it anyways? Nothing like that has ever stopped us before.
That's very true. I think I've signed my death warrant several times at this point.
That
You're
was
gonna get carpal tunnel.
Tell me, have you
I
ever
think
in your
this-
travels come across a man named Rosenfern?
DM, have I ever come across a
No, that was a Rosencrantz and Guildenstern reference for signing their own death warrant. I'm sorry.
okay.
I'm an asshole.
I'm sorry. Oh, I'm not. Oh, I don't know. I'm sorry.
Rosencrantz and Guildenstern. That sounds really familiar. Is that like an adaptation of Lion King 1.5?
It's
Yeah.
very similar, but Rosencrantz
But
and
not as
Guildenstern
good.
are dead. Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, I figured nothing can beat the cinematic masterpiece that is Lion King 1.5.
Correct.
Not a chance.
Anyway, let's go to town.
Let's hit the town. So yeah, it's about a couple hours walk. You're getting the tummy rumbly. It's been a little while since you've had a decent meal. And yes,
Hey,
we
Rhapsody.
come to.
Rhapsody. Do you I whispered to Rhapsody, do you think Tama would have really killed me? On a whim?
You know, I don't really know her that well, but from everything that I've gathered, up until this point. Yeah, like no hesitation.
I walking besides Telma. So Telma, would you actually have killed her?
No, probably not.
Can I hear this?
She's no, we're like twos
Yeah.
and twos.
Dude.
Cinematic irony. No.
I wave back at you.
She's unusual, and the moment was uncomfortable, but I think the worst I would have done is knock her unconscious and tie her up. There's a difference between rightfully taking land back from a land leech and killing strangers you meet on the road because you happen to not trust them.
Very understandable.
I did want to frighten her, though.
Of course. You got to frighten the new people.
Rite of passage. That scared the shit out of me.
Oh, very much so.
Hanalacio, I don't want to read too much into body language, but that wave you just got did have the vibes of I might kill you in your sleep tomorrow, so just like be on the lookout if I was you.
Did that wave just have I might kill you in your sleep tonight? Be on the lookout if I was you vibes? Insight?
Insight, I guess.
Roll insight.
18? What?
Hard to tell. I just rolled a 26, either persuasion or deception, and I'm not going to tell you which.
That is amazing.
Oh my god.
So after this lovely bit of walking, we come to a town called Mayfield. This is a town known for its floristry. Very, very famous. All the rich arseholes come here to get their wedding bouquets. So yeah, it's got that kind of like oldie worldy vibe, but it's very clearly like artificial. It's going for the aesthetic as opposed to like actually having genuine culture to it. There's fields and fields of the most gorgeous flowers. You've got sunflowers, tulips, daisies, dandelions, absolutely anything and everything. Higher?
We're a good ways away from where I'm from, but have I ever been here before?
Do you think you've been here before?
I think I might have been here before as a princess of a place with a rose crest and
Credon does clay and pottery, so vases.
Yeah.
You've been to Mayfield before.
I take a cloak out of one of our bags and just, like hide my hair and pop it up over my head a little bit. Not like skulking in the shadows, but just a little hiding.
So yeah, there's about 1,000 florists. I don't know what we're exaggerating. There's like 20 different floristry companies. There's a nice mill with a water wheel going through a little stream. There's a post office with pigeon folk going in and out. And there's a cute little cafe.
I sneak off from the group to one of the florists.
Okay, roll me stealth.
27.
Oh god.
Who's got a passive of higher than 27?
I do.
Have you seen Honacio?
Oh.
No.
Oh my my god.
Rhapsody, I thought she was
Not
just with
bad.
you.
Yeah, I might have spooked her a little bit.
I wasn't expecting. Okay, options. Either she's gone off to claim a reward for information about the Lady Myrdax or myself, or the Inquisitorius have been faster in their retribution than we expected, and she's being tortured and killed as we speak. I don't like either of those options.
Neither of those are good, right? No, none of them are good.
No, neither of those are particularly good.
No.
I suppose in either case, great knowing her while it lasted.
I suppose so.
Let's fade away
return
from
with.
there at the moment. Go to
Yeah.
oh,
Okay.
sorry, go on.
How much for a bouquet of flowers?
Let's say, since this is a very fancy upmarket place, we'll say 1 gold.
Okay, and can I have some parchment for a note?
Yeah, totally. That'll be another 2 silver.
Okay. I hand 2 gold and I get back 8 silver. And
Wunderbar.
I scribe a note on the flowers. And I come out of there looking for the 3 of them.
We are like trying to pretend like we're not about to draw our weapons. We're like eyes around. We know that you're gone. We're about to be killed in the market square.
Do I see them?
Yeah. They're in the middle of the town square. It's not a super busy place at the moment. Off season.
I come over to Telma with the bouquet of flowers. I hand it to her, and it has a note on it that says, "Please don't murder me in my sleep."
Oh.
I'm
Jesus
glad you're
Christ.
not being tortured in infinite agony from a league of unparalleled rogues.
Sounds like fun.
You're an odd one.
I've heard that from time to time. Please don't murder me in my sleep.
I'll do my best.
That's all one can ask.
So, where do you go? What do you do?
Are we just going to sit in the cafe and wait until we overhear people speaking clear insight into how we murder the murder the magistrates?
Sorry, what?
What?
Okay. Oh. I guess maybe get an inn, or not an inn, but a room in an inn.
I don't think we quite have the funds to purchase an inn, so a room will have to.
I just
I'm
felt that
sorry, what are you doing with your finances? You had a castle and you can't afford an inn?
Well, Thok
We
had
won
the
the castle. Thok won the castle in a card game. I merely had it
That sounds like Thok.
bequeathed upon their death, and as mentioned, I'm not in the mood to deal with the chief financial officers at the White Fist. So, no, thank you.
It
Plus,
sounds
like
like that'd
all
be
the gold was just redistributed.
Yes.
That
Plus, we
sounds
did a
like-
communism, so
It sounds like dealing with the magisters at the White Fist would be an excellent excuse to get inside to claim your inheritance.
it could be an inn, but it would also play our hand, as it were. At the moment,
Also,
they
I'm not
getting
saying
seem
into
to
the
have
White
lost
Fist
track.
is easier than you would think.
It's not
You're
dying
probably
once
going
you're
to-
there.
Yeah.
Hi, idea. Would you roll me a history check, please?
9.
9. getting into the White Fist is probably a death wish. The Magisters are some of the most powerful magicians in the world. When they're there, the White Fist is an impenetrable fortress.
Yep. Yep.
But they're not there. You remember the vision that you had when Cole tried to cast scrying, and you sort of like hijacked the feed.
Yep. They
And
are
you
on their
know for
way.
certain that they are on their way to Cradnam.
Yep.
At least someone bearing the sigil of the Magisters is headed there. You
Yeah.
didn't see any faces.
Yeah. Well, I may or may not have seen some things last night. Carolyn, I believe you were doing some kind of remote viewing. Arcanery, is that accurate?
Yes, I definitely did that.
Your cup overfloweth, and I'm afraid that some of that magic leaked into my dreams.
Oh, that's kind of interesting. I never knew that could happen before. Well, what did you see?
The Magistars, which honestly it would have been a bit more convenient if I had remembered this before we walked in this direction, but they're on their way to my old home, Cradnam. It's not a large place, but are there vases from my home around?
Investigation check, please. What's Hanalaciel's passive investigation?
29.
Jesus Christ.
29? Oh, you can see one with the Cradnam sigil.
That's so disgusting.
Excuse me? What? Expertise is crazy. Okay.
Expertise. My race gives me advantage on insight, and I took observant.
Oh my God. Okay.
My passives are 25, 29, 25.
Oh my God.
Why do I allow power builds?
I hate that not a little bit. Right. I just kind of gesture at the crest of my home. I know where they're going to be.
I have a question.
And where is that? Your home?
How are they traveling there? Like, are they just teleporting? Are they going by bareback?
There was it seemed to be some manner of pomp and circumstance about their approach. They were traveling by palanquin.
Palanquin? What's that?
You all don't know what a palanquin is? Big
I know what it is, but explain for the two of them what it is.
Of course. When you are a royal and you are being carried around by those who serve you, they put you on long sticks, and there's a platform, and you sit on it, and there's frequently curtains covering it, and they carry you through the city or across long distances in certain cases.
Oh, that seems rather inefficient.
Sounds exploitative. We should kill those people.
Yes, it's incredibly exploitative.
That did definitely make a lot more sense when you explained it to me like I was a child.
They're designed such that rulers do not see their people and the people do not see their rulers. They are designed so that royals do not need to exert themselves to pass through their own lands. And they are designed to reinforce that the people of a kingdom carry those that rule them. They're quite uncomfortable designs.
It's times like these I'm very happy I'm not a princess.
It comes with a lot of unlearning, I found.
So, in your experience, how easy would you say it would be to, I don't know, ambush a
Palindrome.
palindrome?
No, I like
Thanks,
that better.
Hanalacio.
I quite challenging. They are they're a show of force, right? You don't simply travel with your palanquin, you travel with guards and wizards and wards. You show that you are unafraid, you show that you are above the masses. They are designed as a temptation. I dare you to attack. So to attack the palanquin itself in travel might not be our best strategy, but if they
There's no
are
one
on
that
their way
travels there.
if they are on their way to my home for parley of some sort, then perhaps we could infiltrate and attack the meeting. I know that castle better than anyone, I would imagine.
Forgive my asking, considering our current situation, you are on good terms with the family?
Well, I was. My father quite quite lovely towards me. And then my uncle considered my uh hmm, you are not familiar with the ways of Cradnam, it would seem. We are a patrilineal group. Our throne is passed from eldest son to eldest son, and as my parents' only son, it was meant to pass to me. And then when it turned out I was not that, things got very complicated very quickly, and my father amended the laws to reinstate my birthright. My uncle found that to be a kind of betrayal of the old ways, and had my father murdered. I've been on the run ever since. Well, not quite ever since. I didn't know right away. I went back for the funeral. My uncle tried to have me murdered, and been on the run since then. So if my
You know,
uncle is, yes, please interrupt me.
I will. Um, can Would you like us to murder your uncle?
I sure would like that. Yes, very much so.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay. High five.
yes, this one I'll give. Yes, I have no love for the Magistars and have every reason to uh, want their hold on this world allayed. But if my uncle were caught in the crossfire, I would shed no tears.
Okay, so we killed the uncle and the magistrate, and anyone else?
Oh, I can think of a couple of other countries that it'd be great to run a coup d'etat in while we're at it.
I mean, if we're doing one coup d'etat, we might as well do a few, right?
That was
I'm really
sarcasm.
wrong.
Oh, oh,
You-
I'm so sorry. That's my apologies.
I mean,
It
to be
makes sense
fair,
to do if we could, but probably best.
I mean, if
for
y'all
another.
are talking about running coups, Rhapsody did piss off the leader of a nation.
You
You
did?
know, this
Yeah,
planning coups.
Poquito.
This campaign is coming to be violently American.
Oh
Coups,
no.
yeah.
coups.
Yeah.
We're trying to install communism. It's different. I'm probably.
It's different. Yes, I have
We installed-
no intention of taking the throne, if that wasn't clear. I don't particularly want, having left my royal upbringing, it has come to my attention that the manner of life for those underneath a royal are perhaps best understood as a palanquin on your shoulder. I have no intention of reinstating that. Even with the kindness of my parents, it is apparent that an unkind ruler may come about at any moment. Done.
Does your mother still live?
In order to solidify his claim for the throne, my uncle forced her to marry him.
They're not related, right? No, that doesn't make sense.
No, my father's brother.
Okay.
Elmer, is your surname Targaryen?
I don't know
Well-
how royals work. I need to clarify.
I mean, incest is very much par for the course for most royals.
Yeah.
So, okay. I like the sound of this. Always wanted to topple a nation.
Oh.
Cross it off the bucket list.
Should we perhaps plan this when we're not in the middle of a floral market square?
Oh, is
Why?
anybody
I
Hey, are
around?
you guys
You know-
talking about toppling a national government?
Oh no. This
Oh
is
yeah, do you want in?
The place
No, I'm
they-
good. I'm just a curious feller.
Yeah, I think you're probably right about that.
We're talking about toppling a national carpet pile. There's a big pile of carpets to the southeast of here that we're all gathered from the nation. We want to go push it over.
Oh, that sounds great. Have fun.
Thank you. It's a college vacation. Shall we get out of public?
Yep.
I think that is an excellent idea.
Yeah, we go find an inn or something, and we don't plan a good.
Hey, if you're gonna plan it, you plan it wherever, you know? Coups are spontaneous. I've always been told this.
Who anybody?
Like,
That's a lie.
you don't want to plan too much because, like, you know, if you plan for a certain number of people and then they don't show up, or like if what if too many people show up, it's like it's a whole thing. Never plan a coup d'état on Facebook.
Oh yeah. I mean, how many pizzas do you order? You know, it's a whole mess.
How many pizzas to sustain an entire country? Who knows?
Yeah, you know.
Who's gonna make the violins? Will they play violins? Sorry.
Don't stop quoting Doctor Who once you fucking started, Higher. I'm
My,
being edged by Doctor Who here.
my favorite Doctor Who quote is "Victory should be naked."
Oh yeah, from the Celine episodes.
Yes.
So there is
Keen,
no
can we
inn.
find an inn?
There is no inn in this town.
Motherfucker!
Is there a tavern
Yeah.
with rooms?
There is no tavern. No, this is a teetotal town. Like, tell me, you remember they don't do booze in this town. The best you've got is the cafe.
Is there a place to sleep? Is there a place we can
It's-
get a room?
I mean, I'm sure
It's
there is.
10 in the
because-
morning.
Is there a place where we can plan a coup d'état not in a room, not in
could-
public?
You could probably get a private room in the cafe.
I go try to procure us a private room in the cafe. Oh my god, what is happening?
I didn't know logistics of a room were going to be so difficult in this campaign.
God, we're just looking for a room that we can plan a coup d'etat in. Is that so hard?
That's so much to ask.
Getting a room should not be harder than the coup d'etat. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, the coup's gonna be fucking easy. Just finding the place to plan it is the fucking nightmare here.
Yeah.
That's our next 5 sessions. Is just trying to get a room.
There's
We
no
try the
room at
cafe.
the
There's
hotel.
nothing. We start just asking random flower sellers
There's a room.
if we can stay in their spare room, and Keen has to roleplay 15 different flower sellers because none of them have a back room.
There is a room, but it's underneath a dungeon crawl, and it's just.
All right,
Yeah,
so I've got a room, but you've got to kill the Tarrasque that's infesting it. Okay, so you go to the cafe, and Thelma, as you draw closer, you are filled with dread as you remember the theme of this cafe.
Oh no.
You are greeted at the door by a tabaxi in a maid dress.
Yes! Yes!
It's a cat cafe. I should warn you all.
Oh, this is very odd.
We are
Just
but weary travelers coming in from the road. Do you have a room where we could wash our face and lay down our bags for a few moments?
Hi, welcome to the Cat Girl Cafe, where we're cuter than kittens.
We just need a room.
You want a private room? Sure.
Thank you.
Do
How
we
much
need one
will
or
it
two
be?
Lou?
We only need one. Can we not drag this out, please? To be clear, this
One
is
private
Telma,
room.
not Alice. I love this.
I think that now is the perfect time to reveal something that I'm not sure I've revealed yet.
Oh no, whoa.
Oh, no, whoa.
I am greatly enjoying this part of the campaign.
You're a menace.
Yes, I am.
Oh my gosh.
So this fucking cat girl takes you to the my brain just did something to do with Rhapsodies. I'm gonna get to that in a sec. You go to a private room, which is labeled right.
Did they
And
have
the
RAR A,
tabaxi-
RAR B, all the way down to RAR X? Or is that...
They do, yes.
Okay.
Thank you, Cole.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, ending this bullshit is the best way to go. So you get set down in this little private room, and the tabaxi pours you all a nice cup of some soothing jasmine tea, and conjures a tray of scones for you all, with some clotted cream, some raspberry jam, an assortment of exotic jams, actually.
Oh, this is
Raspberry,
perfect.
strawberry,
Oh.
gooseberry, lingonberry.
Boysenberry? Marionberry?
All of the berries. Oh my god.
Marionberry is my favorite. I love Marionberry. Anyway, sorry.
Rhapsody, would you roll me an insight check, please?
Oh my god.
Oh no. Oh god. It's an 18.
It's an 18. As your soothing jasmine tea is poured for you, you look into this tabaxi's eyes, and behind the cutesy smile, the kicked up leg, and the just the whole demeanor, there is a deep sadness in her eyes. and you suddenly recognize this tabaxi. You murdered her sister in the prison.
Ah! You did what? You murdered a cat girl? Ian, what the fuck?
Listen, things happen. You stage a prison riot. People get hurt. I had to. Oh, what? Oh, it's all a cab. Fuck the police until you kill a cat girl in a prison.
She was a cop? Never mind.
Oh, yeah.
I thought she was a prisoner.
Yeah.
ACAB, all cat girls are bastards.
All cat girls are bastards.
Iris and my what the fuck. No, yeah. The cat girl and cop cancel out. It just becomes cop.
So fuck the cops until it's a cat girl. That's the funniest thing I've heard in a long fucking
That's amazing.
We need someone to clip that. Can someone watching clip that, please? Because that was
Oh
fucking
my
amazing.
Rhapsody sinks in her chair a little bit, shifts. Thank you very much.
No problem. If you need anything, just give me a call. My throat hurts.
Okay. So back to Kuwu. What? No. Did I? That was weird. Okay.
Expecting you.
I'm not entirely sure that wasn't was on purpose.
Guess we'll never know.
Who knows?
Right, so yeah, so my uncle is an illegitimate ruler of a regime that I now find to be inherently illegitimate power, and the incredibly powerful wizards that we all wanted to kill are going to be in the same place as him. That seems like a pretty obvious course of action to me.
That does seem a very open point of attack.
I'm certain they'd have their defenses, but
Well,
as,
more
as I
so
said, I know they're...
the open of the concept. But yeah, no, that's fair. Yeah, I didn't think of the logistics of that.
Would
I
you
have a question. Oh, go ahead, Rhapsody.
would you happen to have any loyalists in the country?
I'm certain there are.
I think
Not maintained my connections, as it were. The closest connections I had were all either killed or taken into the trust of Lord, my uncle. His
I think
conservative
we're missing
regime
an
took.
opportunity here right now, though.
What is that?
All the mages are out of the White Hand. The White Hand is as defenseless as it will ever be.
And if we took it, what then? It's
I'm not saying we take it, I'm saying we destroy it while they're gone.
as a declaration of war, as if we hadn't already.
As a declaration of independence.
Would that? Because the reason I'm going about this is to break the arcane lock. Would that?
Keen, the White Fist
Yes.
is like the size of a city, right? Am I imagining that?
So the White Fist is the tallest building in the Azularan Federation. It's at the center of the city. It's incredibly tall, but like it's like the width of a of a city block.
Got it. Got it. I for some reason in my head I had like 10,000 people living in this thing along with the Magisters, but
There's a good number of people that work there.
yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, this is an entirely feasible plan. With the Magisters not there, that is the largest line of defense erased. They're gone for at least 8 weeks, 4 weeks to get to Cradnam, 4 weeks to get back. More depending on how long they stay in Cradnam. So the question is, do you go home and try and cut them off, cut the snake's head off, and protect your home, a place that where you grew up and it molded you into the woman you are, but it also abandoned and rejected and tried to kill you? Or do you take the quicker but riskier path of taking away as many of your greatest foe's resources as possible? Because if you're successful and you take out the White Fist, the money, the influence, the material components, the spells, you might even take out the arcane lock on 9th level spells just by destroying the building. You don't know. Like it's entirely possible.
Carolyn, you don't have any means of arcane transport, do you? No teleportation, no.
Not anything long distance. No,
I mean,
unfortunately not.
I apologize if you wanted to free your country from the grasp of your uncle. We could always
I
do that
do.
after.
I worry that with the White Fist destroyed, that our opportunity would close, which is why I ask about high-speed transport.
If we can do
That
both, that would be preferable, but I don't.
if we could destroy the building and then get to Cradnam before word arrives.
There is a possibility. Eliso Freya was a Fearbolg, the owner of the magical milkshake diner. And Fearbolgs instinctively have the ability Misty Step. So there may be a way that Elise may have access to some kind of magical transportation. If not, where you are now, you have to sort of like zigzag to get to Cradnam. But if you were to go from the capital of Azolaron straight to Cradnam, that's just a beeline. There's like a main road. You go through Gond, the capital of Nakaral, but like it's relatively quick. Like there's no speed limits or anything. You can use magic to enhance your speed. Yeah, it's entirely a possibility.
What do we gain by destroying the White Fist? We would
take away
sever the Magisters from their source of power, but they have willingly done so by traveling far away from it. If we are successful in destroying the White Fist and then make our way to Cradnam, they will be on alert. That a raven will arrive, a magical sending will arrive before we are able to. If we manage to harm the Magisters in Cradnam, and in doing so leave a power vacuum for my people to grow into, then we will again leave the White Fist undefended and be able to make a beeline directly for it and destroy it. I don't know. My heart tells me that my people are suffering, and we have an opportunity here to ambush them, ambush my uncle when he thinks he's safe, ambush him when these powerful enemies are with him. He will think he's safe. They will be less defended. It's a good moment for us.
Mhm. And if we do
But
take down the White Fist, and they're on alert, then perhaps there'll be an alliance or something along those lines struck.
I can
Next
only
time.
imagine that's why they're there. I honestly I have no idea why the Magistrats have gone to Cradnam. It was a bit shocking to see that in the vision because Cradnam is not a military installation where artisans were were potters. We don't have much communication with the Magistrats beyond taxes and the occasional royal wedding. There's no
Kenny, I have a
reason for them
question.
to go in person.
So what they're wanting is not military strategy or
I
anything
don't
along
know.
those lines.
Kenny, I have a question. Do the
Yes, Ben?
Magisters have access to resurrection magic? And if so, do we think if destroying the White Hand would sever that connection to it, or make it more difficult for them?
As incredibly high level spellcasters, they do, in theory, have access to resurrection magic. The White Fist, if they've set up a simulacrum, the White Fist would likely be where the focal point of that is. It's the safest place for them. That would be that would make the most sense for it to be there. If they have any clones prepared or anything like that, it's their layer. Like it's where they keep all their shit. So it would make logical sense for that stuff to be there. Um, well, obviously the best way to stop them casting resurrection magic is just to kill them. But yeah.
Yeah, but
It is a huge possibility.
if they have clones ready to go, that just warns them of what we're up to.
Yeah. You could feasibly get rid of the clones before they're used. Just like cut them down to size a bit.
We could attempt to
We could.
find some kind of soul binding.
Um, Telma,
Yeah.
you do have an ally in Red Aspen at the moment who is capable of a lot of magic. I mean, Horsha's studying at the Arcane
Yep.
Academy,
Yep, she is. Yep, she is. Yes, she is. All right.
and she has contact with home, which you don't have.
Yep.
I think we should go into the White Hand, destroy any clones they may have. That way, it prevents them from resurrecting back at the White Hand if we kill them at your kingdom, and then we make haste to the kingdom and try to beat them there. Because you said that they're being carried by Paladin or Palindrome, so
Yes.
I'm sure that takes longer to travel than it would the bareback.
For maybe even 5 weeks in a single direction. It's
Then we
as
could
I said,
probably make it.
it's a show of force.
I'm sure we can make it there by bareback in 2 or 3. Am I correct in my numbers?
We might actually be able to do a little better than that. You asked if I had any contact from home, and I don't. But I have a friend in Red Aspen at the academy. Their name is Horsha, and they are really incredibly talented at the arcane arts. And I don't want to get them involved in all of this because having her be in danger is the last thing I want to do. But if we don't have any other options, then she might be willing to help us.
Well, I, for one, believe that if we have resources at our disposal, we should use them to their fullest to see that everyone we hate is burned to the ground.
She's not a resource, she's a person.
Yeah, that too, I guess.
Of course.
All right.
Person
It'll be nice to
resource.
see her again.
Great, so it's decided. We go get this person.
We're going to Red Aspen then. Telma is bright red. Telma is bright red.
Insight check.
DC of 7.
Yeah!
Nat 1. That's an insight of 0.
Oh, you on a nat 1 total 0. You think that that something's wrong
They
with
were
Thelma? You think she
roommates.
might need some bloodletting? I mean, you've got these nice shiny daggers.
I grab a dagger.
What was your roll, Ben?
29.
Almost
29.
fucking
You know
gay
full well
for
what's happening
Horsha.
here.
Wait, I'm sorry. what was
Telma
that?
has a big old crush.
And they were roommates.
Oh my god, they were roommates.
They were close friends.
Jaime and Cersei Lannister. Oh my god, they were roommates.
Oh no!
Stop.
Oh god.
Dope.
Pardon my asking this, Telma, but things might get messy. Your personal connections wouldn't stop you from endangering someone.
If you're asking if I would turn on Horsha, I wouldn't.
Well then, I, for one, certainly hope it never comes to us or her.
As do I.
So we have a plan.
We have a plan, we have a day ahead of us. So I suppose we're starting our journey to Red Aspen.
Okie doke. So,
And before we head out to Red Aspen, I just want to make sure no one's going to murder me in my sleep.
I hereby solemnly swear that if I murder you, you will be awake and you will be facing me.
Okay.
Well, I can't promise that you're not going to be murdered in your sleep. I don't know what's going on with the world. I
You
won't
could have
do
just
it.
kept it with going on.
I don't know what you're implying, but that's fair.
I have just had a thought. Did Carolyn stab Honolacio?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She
As
did,
a
right,
as
okay,
a as a rite of passage.
right, yes, I brain bad.
With the dagger.
In the woods!
In the woods! Carolyn in the dagger with the woods. What? No.
No, incorrect. Good try. I know what you were going for. Incorrect.
Oh, I haven't got a clue.
Into the woods.
Okay.
To stab someone.
So-
I would watch that show, Ian.
As long as the person we're stabbing is James Corden.
God.
Come to think of it, that is just the second act of that show, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh my god. So, as opposed to
Bless you.
as opposed to a
Gesundheit.
4-week
You,
hard
Keen.
ride. Why, thank you. I can keep the demons trapped inside. So within as opposed to a 4-week hard ride to get to Cradnam, it's a day's hard ride to get to Red Aspen. The issue with that is that you've only got the one bear. So what could be done is one of these florists might be willing to sell you their flower cart, and you could then hook that up to Paddington, and he could take you all to back to Red Aspen in the day, and you wouldn't have to get tired or anything.
Can I ask around and see if we can persuade someone to give up their flower cart?
Oh, 100p, yeah.
I might have a connection in town.
Oh.
Who might that be?
Well, I am familiar with the family that runs this establishment.
Oh, that's very
Why didn't you
convenient.
say anything when they sat us? She didn't seem to recognize you.
Oh, yeah, I knew her. No, I know her.
Insight.
Is there something
did you,
you're not telling us?
Did you how kiss? Oh, I can't do hand.
Are you
I'm just-
fucking her sister?
Thank you, Telma.
You did fuck her.
Oh, God.
In a manner of speaking, you really fucked her.
In a manner of speaking, that is true.
How is that down to a manner of speaking? I don't
You know,
care.
listen, it was work stuff. You know how it gets with the.
Of course.
Mm.
Of course.
You know what I love about this group? You know what I really enjoy is that I just came in and found all of you, and I was a total stranger, and nobody asked a whole lot of questions, and that was a really great thing that I enjoyed about our party dynamic.
Starting to wonder if maybe we should have asked a few more questions.
I think at this
Are
point, the point
wanted for murder.
Yes. I mean, shit.
What?
I really think I should start asking more questions.
Hey,
like,
here's an idea.
quick-
Let's go around the group. Everyone say the absolute worst thing they've ever done.
Quick, before we do that, quick poll of the room. Who has a bounty on their heads?
I raise my hand. You can't really see it with my background.
I don't
Right,
think I
good to
do,
know.
but I just wanted to feel included.
No, of course
Right.
you do. You tried to kill the magistrals,
Oh.
and
that
I'm
a
Well, look at
confident.
that. We're
Oh.
all even Stevens here then.
Okay.
Perhaps in Red Aspen
I'll
they
see ya.
wouldn't put a bounty, given their
Mm-hmm. No, that
Pe-
makes sense. That makes
peculiar
sense.
legal structure. But in general, I imagine that would put quite a target on your.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Sorry, you wanted to go around and say the worst thing we've ever done.
Oh, wow. I was hoping no one would call my bluff, but let's do it while we're at it,
I'll go first. So, y'all ever heard of Archduke Franz Ferdinand?
Oh God.
Yeah. So my dead name's Gavrilo Princip.
Rhapsody, what is the worst thing you've ever done?
Rhapsody, if we're playing this game, it's only fair you start us off.
Worst is a big word.
You can
Who
give us
here
top three if
hasn't?
you'd rather.
Oh wow, that's very encouraging. Thank you very much. That does make me feel a lot better about this whole situation. Look, listen, can I look into any one of your eyes and have you tell me you've never murdered anyone?
It's not. Of course, I've murdered people.
Yeah.
Yes, I have.
Cool, great. So once you've murdered people, how do you get much worse than that?
It depends on why you murdered them.
So what is the worst thing you've done, Rhapsody? You were the one who brought it up.
I regret this so much. You people. Fine. All right. The worst thing I've ever done. Well, I killed a lot of people, but hey, who hasn't killed a lot of people? That it happens, This is the world we live in. Everybody's got to have a job, make some bread. I was raised by bandits. What can I say? We're not the sticklers when it comes to being nicey nice with everybody. So really, it's more about my upbringing than anything. The worst thing, and hear me out. I might, maybe, just a little bit have murdered one of the family members. But that goes without saying. I mean, who hasn't done that?
Sorry, of the woman who's serving us tea.
Listen, she was a cop, all right,
Oh.
and who likes
That's not bad.
cops, And so if you kill a cop and a warden and destroy a prison and save a man's life while you're at it, who's really the bad guy here? Is it me?
No.
I don't think so. Even if I do have a bounty on my head for maybe being involved in the death of the son of a prominent person.
Whose son did you kill?
Prominent
Do I know
person,
them?
no worries. No, I don't think you'd have ever heard of them.
I had pretty significant political training in my upbringing. I'm confident I have. Who did you kill, Rhapsody?
What was the name?
Kenny, that's you.
Well, the people that you killed were just guards in the prison, but the guy that you pissed off was West, the international crime lord who is basically in charge of the entire nation of Bazonku.
Wait, I thought I had an in with West, and I killed the warden.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry, I do forget. Yes, Lucian Goodgrave, of the Radaspin Goodgraves. The Goodgrave, Goodgrave is the surname of one of the Magisters.
It's down.
Lord Pius Goodgrave.
Well, then I imagine our upcoming altercation with the Magistrars will be especially comforting for you to know that. Oh dear. Well,
Who's going next?
fair is fair on Naciel. What's the worst thing you've ever
Okay.
done?
I befriended a woman over the course of 7 years to become maid of honor at her wedding, where the night before I slept with her husband. Then then when her dad was about to walk her down the aisle, I murdered him in front of
What the fuck?
Why?
I don't want to get into it. We only saying what we did. We never had agreed to saying why we did it.
Okay.
It's well argued.
Very fair. I guess
Carolyn?
me? Oh gosh, what have I done? I think the worst, like, legally is I went in and tried to, like, Eldritch Blast a Magister and the White Fist. But I feel like that wasn't morally bad, but, like, legally bad. I'm not sure what the most morally bad thing I've done is. I've tried to stay out of
You
trouble.
must have done something.
Have I?
Cheat on tests in school,
Oh
or
no!
cheat on a partner, or anything of that sort?
No, I would never do that. I
You have stabbed 7 people by way of saying hello.
I did stab, but that wasn't morally bad.
I beg to differ.
Well,
I was
okay.
raised by
One who
bandits,
was
and I would say it
stabbed.
is pretty morally bad.
Okay, so maybe my moral compass is a bit out of whack compared to most people. I consider that to be pretty normal. A little out of the ordinary, but just like a quirky, fun thing. I've realized now that that's probably not the level. I think probably the worst is when I was 13. My dad's had a bear, and I accidentally
cover Paddington's ears.
and I accidentally left the gate open, and the bear ran away. And I blamed it on my friend. He did cover for me, though.
I look at Paddington. Is Paddington the right age to be that bear?
Oh, that was what? So, how long do bears live? This was probably like what? Carolyn's about like 19, give or take.
Paddington won't die.
No, but the bear I lost.
With that cute baby? No, he's fine. He's just on a farm upstate.
Okay, cool. But after that, I try not to lie that much.
I find it quite useful.
Oh, it is?
Helps get what you want.
And Talma, what is the worst thing you've ever done?
Oh, well, I was a royal for
Ooh.
most of my life and never questioned it.
That'll do it. Double wins.
I find that inherently amoral. If you're asking for active action, I learned that my uncle had contracted 2 of my friends to kill me, and instead of speak with them about it, I killed them instead. But I don't regret that one particularly, so I'm not certain it counts.
It really gets down to like the philosophy of what is bad. Like, what's the worst thing you've done?
I'm going to go try to rustle up a card.
Oh, that's fair.
I just want to throw it out there, everyone. I did used to murder people for like a living, and it feels like after this discussion, I might not be the morally worst one here. So, I just want us all to sit with that.
That's fair.
I've
But you're right.
made my
Enough about
peace with that.
philosophy. Let's get to cart.
I hate you
Oh,
so
fuck.
much.
Oh, fuck.
But we don't have a horse. You've put Descartes before the horse.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I can barely stand this.
For fuck's sake, Cole. I've got enough on my Plato. This is Aristotelian unfair.
Oh. Oh my god.
You just can't stop, can you?
Non-stop, actually.
Can't.
God is dead and I killed him.
Let's
It
go
was
find this wagon.
I'm afraid
Can I go persuade a flower seller to give me their wagon, please?
Have you got 35 gold on you?
I do. Would I be able to by chance haggle that down?
You can certainly try, but if the last 6 months have taught me anything, it's that people who do stuff for weddings don't haggle and they overcharge the fuck out of you. Don't get married, folk. You will go bankrupt. So yeah, there's one wagon in town that seems available. It's at a florist called Bendy's. It is a very large, inky black dog person.
I take it you're Bendy then.
No, I'm Phil. Who's
I
Bendy?
beg your pardon. What it says on the sign.
Oh, that's just the name of the shop.
I understand. Listen, we noticed you have a cart out back. What are the odds that we could borrow it just for?
I guess I could do without. Yeah. 5 gold. You can have it for a month.
I'm more than comfortable with that.
Great. Yeah. Here's the keys. Wait, no, it's a wagon. Never mind. Yep.
Do you have?
All yours.
Do you have a hitching saddle by chance?
Oh yeah,
Send
you
way
can have
to-
that too.
Very kind. Phil,
No
was
worries.
it?
Phil,
Phil, was it?
you gotta have the voice crack.
Your name is Phil.
Phil,
sorry,
yeah.
Am I
spelled
pronouncing that
PH
correctly? Phil.
Yeah, that's right, yeah, it's Phil. It's spelled PH voice crack IL. Phil.
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 That's
Phil.
going to take me some practice. It doesn't sit naturally in my natural accent. I apologize.
It's okay, it's your
offensive.
dialect, I understand.
I beg your pardon. Thank you so much for your wagon. We will return it to you in pristine condition as we're walking out. He's never going to see this wagon again.
Oh my god.
Inquisitors round 2. Back Phil's wagon.
We are going to forget.
I'm writing this down.
Yeah.
I'm writing this down.
We are now incredibly wanted criminals. Forget anything else we've ever done or will do. What will be our undoing is
forget the
is
murder.
Phil's cart.
Forget the estranged royal. We took Phil's cart.
Phil's cart.
How do I
Phil.
write the
Phil.
breaking? Because is there an umlaut over that?
Phil.
Sorry, an
I
umlaut?
don't know. An umlaut.
Umlaut.
God, I hate us.
If you just like do a zigzag in between the H and the I, that should do it.
Checks out.
Phil's wagon.
Phil.
I have
Phil's.
Phil's.
Like you say
Um,
pho, and then you do an impression of the goose.
Phil.
Phil.
Huh.
Phil's. Oh God, what is this? This is great
You
D&D.
sound like a
And
automaton.
now the stream is goose impressions.
Untitled goose impression.
It is a lovely day in Dungeons and Dragons, and you are a horrible party.
Aw.
That's
Love
what we
us.
gotta do.
I do. I love you all. So as we hook up the carriage, the wagon even to Paddington, who does it, by the way?
I do it.
Oh,
Okay. Hold on, let's see how Paddington licks you on the face.
I started scritching behind Paddington's ears.
He is very, very happy with this. His little hat is bouncing on his head from how happy he is. It's a tiny, tiny little hat that is just perpetually on his head. And as y'all climb into the back of the wagon and shoot off back towards Redaspen, the city that you had previously left in such a hurry, that is where we'll be ending today's session. And we will start next session with y'all entering Redaspen.
Ooh,
All right.
exciting.
Thank you, everyone, for being here. I hope that you've enjoyed this wonderful,
Ooh.
wonderful episode of GenderQuest. Including geese and the French, apparently.
Beautiful.
Geese and the French, perfect combination.
He's in the
10 out of
French.
10.
Yes. We will see you next week. When I will be able to do this thing at a reasonable time, because I'm actually going to be in Boston next week.
Whoa!
Oh,
Yay.
my deepest condolences.
That
I
too.
know, it couldn't get much worse. I mean, I spent 9 months living in Connecticut, so I'm used to the bullshit of New England, but
Mm.
yeah.
Mhm.
But yes, thank you, everyone, and goodbye. See you next week.
Bye,
Take care.
Everyone.
everybody.
Wait, stream ending soon button. There we go.